Good morning, friends, and welcome to New Garden Friends meeting. And it is our practice here at New Garden Friends meeting to extend a wide and warm welcome to everyone who joins us for worship.
Want to watch that?
You are welcome here at New Garden Friends meeting, no matter where you are
Okay.
from and no matter where you may be on your spiritual journey. I am so delighted you are joining us this morning, whether you are worshiping with us on Zoom, or whether you are joining us through Facebook Live, or whether you are watching the recording of this worship service.
Good morning, friends. Our reading this morning is a poem entitled On This Day, written by Ruth Foreman from her book of poetry entitled Renaissance. On this day. This is a day without chairs, a day where all the rooms melt together and there are only corners and humming, wishes and slight breeze, brushing you like palms. This is a day of prayers, a day of painful breaking, a day of peace beneath, a day of arms, of hands, eyes, and quiet windows. I wish you love from your mother backwards. I wish you deep tunnels without fear. I wish you children's laughter. I wish you cactus flowers. I wish you moonlight. I wish you real eyes. I wish you a hand across your back, soft like when you were a child. I wish you tears. I wish you clean. I wish you angels in conference around your bed holding you so there's no space for me even to touch you. Just watch. I wish your mother watching. I wish you abalone dreams. I wish you peace. I wish you doves in your kitchen, moonlight in your bathroom, candles when your eyes close, and dawn when they open. I wish you so many arms across your shoulders, so many lips kissing your ears that you smile from the inconvenience. I wish you all your baby's love attacking the center of your heart, just so you know they are there. I wish you banisters, railings, and arms around your waist. I wish you training wheels. I wish you strong shoes. I wish you water. Oh, I wish you water through your feet flowing like a stream. And I wish you hammocks and melon on your eyes, strawberries in your mouth, and fingers in your hand all day through this house on this day with no rooms, only corners and an uncommon breeze. I'm so happy to share the program message with you all today. Recognition Sunday is a lovely tradition at New Garden Friends meeting where we have recognized some milestones and accomplishments in the lives of our youth and the dedication of our first day school teachers and volunteers. But one thing that we have not done in the past, at least not to my knowledge, is recognize the work of our dedicated clerks and committee members. And how can that even be when we all know and understand that the hard work of our committees and the clerks who keep them running is the lifeblood of our community of friends? So this year, we're going to do things a little differently and do just that. This year, I will be recognizing clerks who are rolling off of their committees and perhaps into a less busy and more leisurely space in their lives. Unfortunately, as was the case last year, I will not be sharing names and information during the live stream. However, I will share names in the Zoom chat when the live stream ends. But if you are a rising second or fourth grader, a graduating senior, a dedicated tech volunteer, you know who you are, or a clerk who is rolling off of your committee, this message is for you. We are celebrating you today. More importantly, New Garden Friends meeting is celebrating you and holding you in love every day. You are beloved every single day. It feels especially important to mention that this year, as we have all grappled with learning to do things differently and find some relief from Zoom and screen fatigue. Because while in my mind, successfully working on and completing anything this past year is a major accomplishment, I realize that it may not feel that way for those who have managed to do that. Many virtual or partially virtual experiences can feel muted or dulled somehow. And so even when we have done the work, met our goals, or even accomplished something wonderful like graduating from high school, it can all feel a little bit meh. I really hope that's not true for any of you. I hope you are all just reveling in the joy of your successes. But if this has been your experience, as it's occasionally been mine, this is a good moment to sink into our faith. Because despite the fact that we do recognize certain special days here at New Garden Friends meeting, as friends, we believe that all days are equally special. Though I've always felt that to be a beautiful sentiment, I have never quite understood it as I have learned to understand it over the course of this past year. This is partly because of the circumstances created by the pandemic and the isolation that it created, the lack of real life special events and hugs and shared meals. Every day really did kind of start to feel like the next. But I began to notice things I hadn't previously. Things like subtle changes in the color of the leaves, fewer skinks running into hiding in the cracks beneath our house as the summer turned fall. The way that a few days without yoga practice made my mostly inactive, computer-gazing neck and body crackle. I began to find even more joy in those small, ordinary moments. Never, ever in my life have I so looked forward to my yoga practice or the breath of fresh air that I take each morning when I step out the back door, when I let the dogs out, or when a package would arrive on my doorstep, which I'm not particularly proud of, but it is the truth. The ordinary moments have become extraordinary, and there is something so satisfying and beautiful about that to me. What has further impressed the importance of this sentiment upon me, this idea that each day is as special as the next, has been a number of articles and conversations that I've engaged in over the past several months. I've now hosted a number of adult forum discussions about the topic of oppressive and predatory economic systems. And one topic that we've discussed and that I find particularly important is the manner in which these economic systems impact our relationships, the way we see and value one another, and the way that we see and value ourselves. Our value as human beings, as living beings of any kind, is not in our money, work, or our ability to produce. While there's much to be said for celebrating hard work, milestones, and accomplishments, our value is not in any of those things. It is in simply being, and in being in relationship with others. In all our moments, with each day being just as special as the next. In his article, Sabbath as Alternative, Old Testament scholar and theologian Walter Brueggemann asserts that the Sabbath commandment, The insistence upon a day for rest was never meant to be restrictive, but a taproot for a political economy that is imagined and practiced differently. And in that different economy, economic concerns are subordinated to and governed by neighborly relationships. He writes, theologically, it is an insistence that the world does not belong to the predators. It belongs to the creator of heaven and earth, who intends that those in God's image cannot be reduced to commodity. Later he writes, Jesus surely refused endless accumulation as the purpose of life. He summoned his disciples to stand in solidarity with birds and flowers, trusting creation to know that there is enough for all. You, my friends, are not a commodity. You are beloved. And today is not about celebrating your labor. Today is about highlighting those neighborly relationships that are a vital component of the ecosystem of kindness that God intended, and that friends have made efforts to replicate in our structure, business, and community. As a staff member, I have always had the privilege of observing and even sometimes helping to coordinate the inner workings of this community. But this year, as we have all seen things with new eyes and a different perspective, this is an opportunity to celebrate how we function as one body with many skills and gifts, and to remember that we do not give ourselves or our labor to become more valuable. Our value is inherent. Rather, we give of ourselves out of the sense of love that we have for our community, and knowing that this draws us all closer to the kingdom of heaven, here on earth, in community with one another, where we are all beloved. Yes, we are so very proud of your accomplishments. We are grateful for your contributions. But more than anything, friends, it is my wish for you that you will stand in solidarity with birds and flowers, trusting creation to know that there is enough for all, and trusting that our love and support follows you through all your moments, extraordinary and otherwise.